Good day to you glorious rapscallion bastards. The name's FOXSOL, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more beautiful Wavering Waves. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, glorious day. And in today's video, another discussion video, but in this video, we're going to take the time to basically discuss what I believe is a underrated support that not many people seem to be using. You know, I talked to a few people who actually do use this support. But they don't use this support. They use it as a sub DPS. They like the character. They like what the character offers, but I honestly have used this character as a support. It works very well, and I want to break it down. I want to discuss it. I think, you know what? Let's just get into it. So as you can see on my screen, if you did not know who we're talking about Giani. Giani is a supportive character that can provide a shield and heal your characters, every single person on your team, every 6 seconds for, I believe it's up to like 28 seconds or so, every 6 seconds for a certain value of percentage of health, which for us in our case scenario right now is 28, I believe, or 2600. And I'll say it like this. Ever since I started using her, and the reason why I used her is because I needed another support for my third team to do Tower of Adversity. When we got Giani, I was like, oh man, I want to do a Giani team, but I don't want to, I don't know what to do. And I looked at the characters, I looked at her, I've only got her as a summon one, and I said, let's just see what she can do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was heavily surprised, especially like right here, as you can see, we build up a shield, 2400, and every 6 seconds we're building up 2400 health back on a character. Plus we have a shield that's transferable between the other characters we change in our rotation. So with the other units and everything having an additional shield, it basically gives them, better life in a sense. And with her attack ability, with the damage that she could do, which is actually kind of decent, she actually has the ability to do, some shield breaking and such that actually is of a pretty high value. I gotta say, I think that legitimately, this is like one character, and I was having this conversation with someone, that I think legitimately is underrated. I don't think that many people talk about her or use her because it's not like the other two supports you got, Bai and like Varan, to where pretty much, you can get that healing right off the bat. You can press a button, boom, you got healing. With Giani right here, you have to legitimately basically earn the right to do the healing, okay? And honestly, I think it's a good thing. I think it's fine, personally. I don't think that she is the best healer in the team. I think that will still go to Varan. I think that the Spectral healer is going to be the best healer that's in this game. I think second best is going to go to our Glacier healer. But for a healer that, you need on a team that you might be overlooking, because you may not have Varan, you may not have, well, you should have Bai, but still, if you need a second healer or a third healer, this is actually really decent. You get a shield, she helps build up meter really fast. She helps get into the rotation. Depending on how you execute her and how you use her, I think she's damn good as a support on the team. And let's say, for example, let's say one of the boss fights, for example, in the holographic boss fights, the Tempest fight, if you play that, okay, and you're gonna know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. There's a certain point when you get into higher difficulty that this motherfucker likes to do Virgil's judgment cut and do all these slashes on the fucking screen. You got a character that you could just parry through that. You don't have to worry about dodging. You can actually legitimately just hold down one button, which is your parry button right here, and boop, you bypass that entire phase, and then you can go ahead and keep wailing in. You do have, and you know, good non-interruption. You can get interrupted, don't get me wrong, when you're pulling off, you know, her whirlwind like this, her chi grab to build the shield. You can get interrupted from it, but it's pretty hard to get interrupted from that. And then every 6 seconds, she is healing whoever has the shield. So if you swap over to your main DPS, you swap over to your sub DPS who's a little low, for the next, like I said, I think it's like 28 seconds or so, you're getting healing consistently for the next 6 seconds till the duration of it. This shield is gone. And it don't take long. It really does not take long to build a shield, in my personal opinion. Like, it doesn't. Like, I like having it. I think that she is actually really good of a support. I wanted to try to bring this up because, like, there's some times that we were discussing this in the live stream and everything. Like, see, I got interrupted there, but still, I think she's really good. And also with her outro skill helps go ahead and amplify your, basically your ultimate damage by 38%. So, I mean, as, you know, a GN main, you know, she's actually really good. She's actually a really good support in my perspective. I think she's actually probably better than the original team that I was running. I think that compared to the other two healers, I think that she's actually better for GN. Personally. That is just me. I mean, you can have your own thoughts on that regards, but I think personally for me that she actually legitimately does better, because with that alt damage from her outro skill, it can one-shot enemies. You're like, for us, we already got 120% damage increasement with 2 momentums on GN, and then with her adding an additional 38% with her outro skill, it's just magnificent. But I think that with the shield in particular and the consistent healing every six seconds, I think, like, legitimately, like, yeah, I think this is an overlooked character. I really do. I think because I don't see too many people talk to her about her, and some of the people that I have talked about her with, like I said, unless they're really fans of her, that's going to be like, oh yeah, I love her. A lot of them are putting her, like, from my understanding, and I don't know why, like in a C tier. Like, oh, she doesn't really do the damage as much as I want her to do. She's not really a good sub DPS, but it's like, she's not a sub DPS. I mean, you can even look at her right here. Like, Giani, she's a support healer with heavy attack damage, and she sucks in enemies for aerial damage. So, I mean, she's basically, I could see the point of why you would say she's a sub DPS, but I see her straight up as the supportive healer that has the ability to suck in enemies. And then with, like, you know, a main DPS like GN, you have an alt that with 2 momentum stacks, you can pop it on top, get a 38% additional boost. Plus you got a shield on top of you at that point, and you are consistently healing throughout any attack damage that's coming through. That, mwah, it's a very good support that actually helps in general. That's my take on it. I'm not sure how you guys would feel about that. I really don't, but, like, this is my feeling on it and my opinion. I think that, like, if you're looking for another support, she is one that you should really look into. I really think so. I think that you could build her as a sub DPS. I feel like you could build her, you know, to really do hit hard. In my case scenario, I don't have her hitting hard. I'll be honest. My entire goal with her was to make her into a straight up tank. That is just for her outro skill and to build up that shield meter, which works out tremendously well. But in any case scenario, like, you could build her several different ways. So, yeah. I don't know how many times I can repeat myself on this, and I don't really want to, but one last time, I'll just say, I think that Giani is legitimately a great character, a great 5-star character, one that I really been trying to get dupes on that the game says, no, you cannot get, which kind of pisses me off because you're giving me every other character there is when I summon, but you're not giving me one extra dupe, which I just want to have. I think it's like 1 or 2 more dupes in order to be able to have an additional parry. You know, so I have 2 of these parries at the same time. But still, I think that she is a tremendously great character. I think that if you summon for her, don't overlook her. build her up a little bit, try her on your team, see how it works. Especially if you have GN, I really recommend putting her in. I don't know who to put in as a third on a team like this. Like, to me, when I'll be honest with you, with GN and with Gianchi, I think legitimately these two work so well together that we don't need a third on the team. And that's why I was running Tao for a little bit on the team. Right now I got Mortifi right now on here, but still, I'm just saying. Like, I think that she's a great character. And if you guys got any suggestions on who on basically a third sub DPS for this team, you know, hey, I'd be grateful for that information. You know, good ideas, some great ideas. I don't know who to put on there that would help benefit and buff GN like right now at this time. Because just what it is. But if you have an idea, let me know who you think should be part of that team. Right now, we're just running these teams right now. We're having fun. But yeah, keeping it on topic real quick. Take a look at our girl here. Take a look at my girl Gianchi. I think you'll be heavenly surprised, you know, especially if you build her as a support, you know, unit. I think you'll be heavenly surprised at the outcome that you get from, because when we were doing Tower Adversity, I'll say it like this. She came involved because of Tower Adversity. And in Tower Adversity, she held her own. We got through it. We were able to clear Tower Adversity because we had the Caltro team, we had the Gianchi team, and then we had GN team, and she stayed on the GN team and she did wonders. From her buffs to the shield, the extra little bit that she does, to me was beautiful. And that's why I just, you know, I want people to look at her and give her a shot. If you haven't given her a shot, give it a shot. Let me know. But until next time, guys, that's all I got for you. Oops, sorry, hit the mic there. Take it easy. Have a good one. And I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.